Total Sunshine on the scene. Well, hello. It's January 2019, y'all. We are gearing up for the annual Martin Luther King Peace Walk and Parade, a fantastic celebration of the life and legacy of Martin Luther King. Oh, my goodness. We're going to be walking up and down. We're walking and parading right up and down Martin Luther King Avenue in Southeast D.C. Okay, now this is Ward 8. There's some fantastic things happening in Ward 8. Right now I'm at the Prayer Breakfast, okay? This is our second year doing the Prayer Breakfast, but the MLK Holiday D.C. Committee is fantastic for doing the Prayer Breakfast the Saturday before the Martin Luther King Peace Walk and Parade. I'm Total Sunshine, and I'm going to be interviewing some of the fantastic committee members just to make sure that we get a great spotlight on these people for doing this fantastic work. Thank you so much for watching Total Sunshine. Stay tuned for some fantastic footage of these things.
Good morning. First of all, I want to thank you all for having me in Matthews Memorial. I know we have a new pastor, Pastor Turner. Give him a round of applause for his new leadership right here in the Great Ward, right here in Matthews Memorial. They told me to be brief, but I want to bring greetings to everyone that's not a resident of Ward 8. We welcome you because we love everybody in the city. We welcome you to the greatest ward in Washington, D.C., Great Ward 8. So welcome, welcome, welcome. First, I want to start off by giving reverence to Dr. Martin Luther King for his leadership and sacrifice and service. There are so many who've benefited from him today, including myself. I also want to thank a leader who came before me, the Honorable Mayor for Life, Mayor Merrigan Berry, for allowing us to have some of the freedoms and courage that we have today here in D.C. In the wake of the Trump foolishness, we are in some trying times here in Washington, D.C. As a council member, I'm often on the dais when we talk about how D.C. is doing so good and all the money we have, with a $14.5 billion budget, and soon we'll be talking about another year of surpluses. But when I return back to my community and I see some of the homelessness in our community, some of the education disparities in my community, and some of the hopelessness in my community, I become deeply concerned. Even just last night, I received a call from Robin McKinney, and she called me, and she always called me. And she said, it's a mother in Wingate with a 3-year-old baby sleeping in the hallway. And I had to get on my phone and get someone over there to go pick her up, and her phone died, so it was a search of where she was. And someone in the building actually put money up to put her in a hotel. But for the last 4 nights, I've been getting calls like this, while D.C. is flourishing.
People, Total Sunshine on the scene at the Martin Luther King Prayer Breakfast. Yes, indeed, you all, the MLK Holiday D.C. Committee has put on a second year of a prayer breakfast before the actual Peace Walk and Parade. I'm standing here with the gentleman who is here in support. Is that correct?
Yes.
Yes, all right. Please tell the people your name.
My name is James Wright. I'm a reporter with the Washington Informer newspaper. And as you just said, one of the forces behind this breakfast is my boss, the publisher, Denise Rolock Barnes of the Washington Informer. And we are very, very happy to be here. We are very, very happy to be involved in this effort. And this is a positive event during a positive time.
Oh, I love it. I love it. Well, he has just sprayed some Total Sunshine for me. Now, if people want to come and join you with publicizing this whole thing, how can people reach you? Because it sounds like you're a very avid supporter of this type of thing. How can people reach you if they want to say, hey, good job, and I want to join you as well?
Well, in terms of the Washington Informer, they can always go www.washingtoninformer.com. And also in terms of this effort, in terms of the Martin Luther King, and remember, this is the prayer breakfast, but as you well know, there's the Peace Walk, the parade, and the health fair. And they can just come and volunteer. They can call Denise Rolock Barnes at 202-561-4100, and you can get more information, and we'll be more than happy to take more people to do what we need to do.
Oh, that's awesome. I love that message. I tell you, we're filming the Total Sunshine Show, and this is the part called The People Have Spoken. So we have to say that together. On the count of 3, we'll say it together.
Okay.
1, 2, 3.
The people have spoken.
On Total Sunshine. I love it. Thank you so much. Enjoy the breakfast.
All right, thank you.
All right, good job. people, total sunshine on the scene still at the Martin Luther King Prayer Breakfast, y'all. Now, I'll tell you, I'm standing here with a gentleman that I have seen on the Martin Luther King Committee. Please tell the people your name and your organization that's so supportive.
Yes, I'm Nathan Queen, chairman of the Progressive Firefighters Association, Washington, D.C.
All right. How does it feel to be on the Martin Luther King Committee and supportive of such things?
Oh, it's just wonderful. The people that we work with on the committee are just marvelous. They do a lot of things. They do a lot of sacrificing to pull this parade together.
Are you excited about the parade this year?
Oh, yes, absolutely. We just hope the weather holds off.
Oh, yeah, me too. Oh, my goodness. Now, we're looking forward to peace walking right on up the street, and I know that you're with the, is it the Professional Black Firefighters Association as well?
The Progressive Firefighters Association. That's an association of black firefighters within the D.C. Fire Department.
Okay, perfect. And I know that you guys are going to be giving medical support as well.
That's correct, and we'll also be doing marshaling as well as a little bit of hospitality as well.
That's awesome. You know, a fantastic way to serve our people and to engage the community. I mean, fantastic. You have anything you'd like to share with our people, of our TV watchers, about this event?
Well, if you're not doing anything on that wonderful, wonderful day, come on out, join us, line Martin Luther King Boulevard, and you'll see a wonderful, wonderful event.
All right, fantastic. Well, we're filming for the part of the Total Sunshine Show called The People Have Spoken. Check it out. So we have to say this together on the count of three. Because if you one of the people and you sure enough have spoken. Okay, on three. 1, 2, 3.
The people have spoken
on Total Sunshine.
All right. Total Sunshine.
Yes, indeed. We'll be out there peace walking on up the road. Can we get a preview? You're going to be out there peace walking a little bit too?
Maybe a little bit. I'm going to be on the hospitality side. Okay. And we give a lot of appreciation and thanks to Total Sunshine and her show and the wonderful work that she does with our youth at the end of the school year. Yeah. So we thank you for that.
Wow. Well, that's all right. Now, thank you for thanking me. Lord knows it's not easy work, but it's very necessary. Yes. Yes, indeed. Thank you so much. All right, we're going to put you on.
Thank you, Reverend Green, and good morning, everybody. Good morning. Good morning, Ward 8. Good morning. I'm very happy to be here this morning with all of you at one of many celebrations commemorating one of the first and finest Martin Luther King Day celebrations in the country, right here in Washington, D.C., right here in Ward 8. So can we give a round of applause to the Planning Committee? So one, I want to thank the Planning Committee for all the hard work that they do every year to make sure that these events go off well, but I also want to thank them for the work that they do overtime to both enrich and showcase Ward 8 students through the essay contest, through including them in different activities, providing them with volunteer opportunities at events like this, showcasing all of their talent in and around the parade. We had some of the best and brightest young people in D.C. right here in Ward 8, and the MLK committee makes sure that we put that on full display every year, so thank you. I also want to acknowledge the shepherd of this house, Pastor Turner. Welcome to our community, and thank you for your leadership and your stewardship. I'd be remiss if I didn't acknowledge my colleague on the State Board of Education, student member and Ballou High School senior, Tatiana Robinson. And of course, I would also be remiss if I didn't acknowledge my successors who are currently serving as youth mayors of the District of Columbia, Mr. Todd Freeman and Mr. Kieron Campbell. And all of the participants of the Marion Barry Youth Leadership Institute who are here volunteering today. So very quickly, when I was thinking about what I would say this morning, I thought about Dr. King's reflections on education. And he said a couple things that I thought were important. The first he said is that the function of education is to teach one to think intensively and to think critically, yes. But intelligence plus character is the true goal of education. And Dr. King's example of organizing at the grassroots level to make sure that schools that by and large inadequately supported and nurtured black and brown young people were supplemented by the education that they got in community. And when we're talking about one great community here today in Ward 8, we have to realize and reiterate that community also has a role in the education and the enrichment of our young people, which is why I'm glad that events like this focus on that.
Thank you so much. Again, I'm Phil Mendelson, Chairman of the Council, and I want to again acknowledge my colleague, Trayon White, who's a great council member from Ward 8 and representing the ward well. And I look forward to continuing to support you in your efforts in the ward. And also Marcus Batchelor, who I've known for a number of years and is really committed to improving public education. I'm not going to say too much, but I will say this. As you all know, Martin Luther King's birthday holiday is a time to think about service and what better we can do with regard to service. And Councilmember White spoke about what the needs are, the urgent needs are in Ward 8 and east of the river and with those who are poor in our city and are struggling, particularly struggling in a city where we are seeing so much progress and wealth building in the city, and we ought to be able to do more for everybody in the city. So I look at the holiday that's coming up as a time of service and a time of reflection about what more we can do. Marcus talked about the importance of education, and I completely agree. And when we had our swearing in a week ago for everybody who was newly elected or re-elected to the council, several of us spoke about the importance of education. And I really think that that's fundamental, the key to how we're going to turn around many of our social needs in this city. Martin Luther King said, and I was surprised nobody else had said this, it is easier to build strong children than to repair broken men. And that's the great challenge before us, is to build strong children, to do better in our schools, and ensure that there are not one-star schools, but there are four-star schools everywhere in our city. Thank you so much.
Yes, people, total sunshine on the scene at the Martin Luther King Prayer Breakfast. I'm standing here with the lady that supports the Prayer Breakfast, and you support Martin Luther King activities, yes?
Yes, I do.
Yes. Please tell the people your name.
My name is Bonnie Burnett. I am co-minister of music at Fellowship Baptist Church, 5605 Colorado Avenue, Northwest, D.C.
Oh, wow, so she came from uptown, y'all. You came to celebrate and support Martin Luther King, the Peace Walk Parade, yes?
Yes, yes, I did, because I think that today we need to fight more for the rights of all humanity. And the only way we can do that is if we lift our voices, a united voice, sharing the message, spreading the message, and continue the fight that Dr. King started.
I approve her message 100%. Were you the lady that sang that fantastic song with that beautiful voice? Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness, people. We're going to play snippets of this event, and you have such a fantastic, wonderful voice. I mean,
so much.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know if you get in the studio and do some stuff professionally, but you are definitely worthy to try that, I'll tell you. Okay, well, thank you for singing for this event. Thank you for coming, and thank you for supporting the Martin Luther King Prayer Breakfast.
Thank you for this moment. Thank you.
Okay, now I'm filming for the part of the show called The People Have Spoken, so we have to say that together on 3. Okay, 1, 2, 3.
The people have spoken.
Okay, now if people want to get in touch with you, how can they do that?
You can contact me by email. My email address is msmezzo@hotmail.com. That's MSMEZZO@hotmail.com.
Okay, thank you so much. All right, well, we'll look forward to getting in touch with you, and thank you for your support of Martin Luther King events. People, total sunshine here on the scene still at the Martin Luther King Prayer Breakfast. Now, we are gearing up for the Peace Walking Parade on the 24th.
Yes.
21st, actually. Let me
Yes.
get it right. Now, I'm standing here with Pastor Thompson, and oh my goodness, she has been very instrumental in helping the prayer breakfast to become a success. So please tell me about why you put so much work into the prayer breakfast and making it a success for so many people, obviously.
Well, I think when we think about our community and our city, and we think about Dr. King, we realize that we owe a great debt to Dr. King. And so we wanted to take this opportunity to have people from the community, different branches of the community, young and old, a diverse segment of the community to come together to honor the spirit of Dr. King. Because the theme this year was from many to one beloved community. And so for us to talk about community, that embraces everybody. And we hope to really do that. And I think with Reverend Hagler having spoken and talking about embracing ourselves, we realize we all have a responsibility to do that. Yes.
You're so right about that. And I'm just very glad to have met you and to see you so involved with making this event a success. And I'm looking forward to the Martin Luther King Peace Walk and Parade too.
On the 21st. And we want everybody to come out, first for the Peace Walk, and then that's going to fold into the parade, to come out to show people, number one, that we do honor the life and legacy of Dr. Martin Luther King on Martin Luther King Jr. Avenue. So, you know, it's very appropriate that we do that, and that we have 130 or more groups that are participating in that, once again, that come from all segments. And so they're there to honor him. And I think and hope that he would be pleased to know that, again, just so many diverse parts of the community are coming together as one to really spearhead the issues of justice and kindness and looking out for the poor and all of the things that have been lifted up during this meeting. That's what we want to be about. Yes.
Now, if someone wants to get in touch with you or Matthews Memorial in order to help the community or join in our celebration, how can they reach you?
Okay, now they can reach me by they can go to probably the best thing is to go to the website for the MLKHolidayDC.org, and there's probably a link on there for the prayer breakfast. I'm the pastor of the Ambassador Baptist Church, and so folks can reach out there as well too to contact me.
What's the address of the Ambassador Baptist Church?
1412 Minnesota Avenue Southeast in Anacostia.
Awesome. All right. Okay. That's all right. I love it. And people, you know, the people have spoken. She's one of the people. She has spoken. So this is actually the part of the show we're filming right now. It's called take a look back here. It's called the people have spoken. Yes. So we have to say that together.
The people have spoken.
On Total Sunshine. I'll take it. I'll take it. All right.
So
I'm looking forward to the Peace Walk and Parade. I'm going to get my march on. We're going to do it. That's all right. Thank you. All right. All righty. Oh, I'm doing fantastic. This is a great event, the prayer breakfast leading up to the Peace Walk and Parade. Oh, you're here, so I'd imagine you support Martin Luther King and everything about his life and legacy. Please tell the people your name.
Joyce Robinson Paul.
All righty. What organization are you with?
Several organizations. Senior Citizens Matter. I'm 70 years old, and our movement is Senior Citizens Matter. Because before you know it, we'll be gone. We're being gentrified, we're being displaced, we're being disrespected by our city officials, and we need to change that so that our family homes, when we leave this earth, will go to our families, so we will remain in the District of Columbia. That's not happening now. There are several devices that are being used to take our homes once we pass. Well, that's ridiculous, because we worked too hard to keep a home in the District of Columbia, to struggle when nobody else wanted to live here, to be put out of the District of Columbia. So I'm also for Free DC, because for 20 years I've been working on statehood. My daughter served as the first page under Congressman Fauntroy. Now Congressman Fauntroy has lost his home. The banks took it, and he had to go to a senior citizen home. That is so sad when the highest person in the District of Columbia loses his home to a bank who was greedy. Our councilman and sometimes our mayor don't look forth to human development versus economic development. We want economic development to phase in, phase out, and bring on human development. All the money that you've received, put some back into human developments. Our children don't have schools. They don't have vocational schools, career schools, or nothing that will suffice to help them move into this great economic development that's going on in our city.
You know, I'll tell you, it sounds like you have so many passionate things that you're passionate about. I mean, from a wide range, from democracy to making sure that the gentrification doesn't overflow and that people have something to leave their children. You know, if people want to get in touch with you in order to see what else you're doing and how else they can support this type of effort that you're putting forth, because it sounds like all types of stuff that Martin Luther King would surely stand up for. And you're here at this Martin Luther King event. Please let the people know how to get in touch with you, so that, and any of the organizations that you just mentioned.
Okay, I ran for city council this year, mainly to tell people that our city council is not listening. And so Senior Citizens Matter is one group that I'm with. My number is 202-330-7955. If you are a senior citizen and you are losing your home because of these unscrupulous ways that the city is taking our homes, call me. Let's talk about it.
I thank you so much. I'm filming for the part of my show called The People Have Spoken. So let's say the people have spoken together. On three. 1, 2, 3.
The people have spoken.
On Total Sunshine.
How's everybody feeling this morning? My name is Sean Blackman. I'm a co-organizer with Stop Police Terror Project DC. And first I'd like to thank the organizers of this event for inviting us, and also this great church and its pastor for giving us this lovely venue. And I've been asked to speak for just a moment about the work that we do at Stop Police Terror Project DC and some of the thinking that goes behind it. And I think it's appropriate to sort of have this discussion within the context of Dr. Martin Luther King Jr., who spoke explicitly to the issue of police brutality, but I think more to the point of the work we do, he also has this great quote about power. And Dr. King said there's nothing wrong with power, but he said that power without love is reckless and abusive, and love without power is sentimental and anemic. And that power at its best is love implementing the demands of justice, and justice at its best is power correcting that which stands against love. And so, from our perspective, when we talk about the power to combat racist police terror, the power to combat low wages, the lack of affordable housing in this city, homelessness, poor education, and poor health care, we're very clear that we can't look to the source of the problem for the solution. So we know that we have no help coming from, the Metropolitan Police Department. And, we're a heavily policed, heavily surveilled city in Washington, D.C., specifically Ward 7 and 8 more than all the others. And I'm glad that we have engaged officials at this event, like Trayon White and Marcus Batchelor. But unfortunately, we can't look to all of our officials for help either. And so it is our feeling that ultimately that power with love must come from the communities that are most affected by these issues, like we have in Ward 7 and Ward 8. And that in the end, it is the masses of folk who ultimately control their destiny and what happens in their community. And in that way, having the love with power to combat a power that has no love. Thank you very much.
Sometimes the things we do or say can make others feel hurt, excluded, or isolated. Everything you say and do creates an impact.
How am I supposed to save the whole world? You can't think about saving the world. You have to think about saving one person.
Because of you, someone's entire life can change. You don't have to be a superhero to have a positive impact.
Friends?
Friends.
Yes, hello once again, so beautiful. Yes, people, Look, I just had to give you the Vanna White, like, reveal her. Yes, yes, and I'm sure she's going to be at the Peace Walk and Parade.
Oh,
and all your fabulousness, fabulosity, everything. Yes, please tell the people your name and why you keep on supporting this Martin Luther King event.
My name is Emma Ward. I'm Miss Senior DC 2011. I'm one of the many people who represent the more than 104,000 seniors that we have here. Miss Phyllis Jordan is our current Miss Senior DC. We are looking for the next Miss Senior DC. That person follows the mayor and all the people in the city to let people know that we are still very valuable to, we were valuable to the past, the present, and the future. We're out here to help people. We're out here to give you information that we already know. You know, sometimes people say, experience is the best teacher. Not if it's something real, real bad. That's not always true. We try to prevent certain things from happening. We also value education. You can't go anywhere. A tree can't live without its roots. Education is your roots. Your branches are all the people around you. Even when a tree, you don't see leaves on a tree in the winter, that doesn't mean that that tree is dead. That means that that tree is just resting, waiting for the spring to come so we can come and give you some more information, some more experiences, and we're always out here to help our youth, always.
Well, I tell you, so much wisdom from our Miss District of Columbia Senior. Now, people want to get in touch with you to see how they can help you to support other people in the community. How can they reach you?
Okay, they can get in touch with www.dccoa.dc.gov, or you can call 202-727-8364. That's the DC Office on Aging.
All right, well, that's awesome. Well, you know we're filming the part called The People Have Spoken, so we have to say that together. The people have spoken. You ready? On three. 1, 2, 3. The people have spoken on Total Sunshine. Thank you. This is awesome. Can't wait to see you in the parade. We'll be marching along. Yes, we will. All right, so people, I just want to say just a couple things, because I tell you what, Total Sunshine Incorporated is providing tablets for the essay contest winners. And that event is going to be, I believe I spoke with Kimmery about it, it's going to be January the 16th, 5 o'clock p.m. So every year we do an essay contest for the Martin Luther King effort in January. So please feel free, if you have any questions about it, if you want more information about it, feel free to go to MLKHolidayDC.org, okay? And do that. And you can always find the Medic to Society on duty online somewhere. So if you just search the hashtag Medic to Society, you can find some stuff about it. If you search the hashtag MLK Holiday DC, you can find it. And also, of course, if you search our theme this year, hashtag From Anyone Beloved Community, you can find it. So it's fantastic stuff, y'all. We're looking forward to doing more work with the youth in the community. We're looking forward to a fantastic Martin Luther King Peace Walk and Parade. And I'm sure y'all saw me do a preview. It might have been a couple different previews, but if you want to see what I do, you have to just kind of show up, see how I do it. I might be moonwalking up the street. You never know, people. It's Total Sunshine. I love you so much. I'm so happy to be a member of the committee. If you want to find out more information about Total Sunshine, you can go to totalsunshine.org or give us a call on the Sunshine line. That's 202-575-0462. And that's about what it is, y'all. Okay. Martin Luther King said.